Today I'm sitting with Aaron and Tino from Of Mice and Men, one of the defining forces in modern metalcore. The band's heading back to Australia this coming May 2026 for a 5-date national tour with Crystal Lake, hitting Perth, Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane. They're fresh off announcing their brand new album, Another Miracle, dropping November 14th this year, following from 2023's Tether, a record that showed just how far their sound had evolved. Big hooks, emotional grit, and that signature Of Mice and Men intensity. Tino, Aaron, thank you so much for your time today. How are you both?
Dude, thank you so much.
Amazing.
Hey, you want to come on tour with us and like do that every day, like before
every night?
gigs?
Mate, that sounds like a dream. I would love to do that. You just
no, we're doing fantastic.
No, excellent.
Thanks for having us.
No, not a problem. Well, look, you guys are heading back to Australia with this tour announcement. Has got the heavy scene buzzing here. How are you both feeling heading into this run?
I'm so stoked.
Yeah, man, so stoked. We love coming out there, and we've been organizing this tour for a little bit. We're stoked to get out there and tear up the stages with Crystal Lake.
Yeah, Crystal Lake is so sick.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like, this is going to be awesome. And we're so stoked that we get to come back so soon and right pretty much at the sort of beginning of the album cycle. So we're just going to be fresh with new jams, and we'll be bringing new jams, old favorites, and a couple really cool ones in between, man. We're really excited.
No, that is awesome. And we're going to get into that in a moment. But Aaron, you have said that Aussie crowds are unmatched in their passion and chaos. What is your what's your earliest memory of playing down here that locked that in for you?
Ooh, it would have been Soundwave 2013.
I was there.
I think. Yeah, that was dope. We became really, of all bands, it's really funny, but of all bands that we burrowed down super hard with and became really close with was Exodus.
That's awesome.
Because we're both from California. Oh yeah, it's awesome.
It's so
awesome. Honestly though, it's just I think people down there, especially the culture at the festivals and the culture around live music down there is one of being present in the moment and like how much joy there is to be had there. And so it is, there's a lot of energy there, a lot of presence.
We just absolutely love it. It's just a joy knowing you guys are coming back and getting to see you again. So just for myself, let alone like I said, the scene is buzzing at the moment with this announcement. So
means the world.
So awesome to hear, man. We're so excited too. I'm glad that it's that we're matched with that, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Now, Tino, you mentioned Crystal Lake before. What makes touring with those guys such a good fit?
I mean, they bring it, man. We've never actually gotten to tour with them. They were on our bucket list. So it ended up working out for this. And because they're from over in Japan, that I feel like they've got... we don't really get to cross paths that much. So we're really excited to get to see them bring their energy to this tour. And we're big fans of their music too. And it's just going to be a good time. I think fans are going to really be excited for some heavy and kick-ass and melodic music. You know what I mean?
It is going to be, same here. It is going to be a great time. Now, you guys are hitting the Lion Arts Factory in Adelaide, which is my hometown. It's an amazing room. I've played there many times myself. Touring smaller venues like this, have you had to make any changes to your setups and your live things?
No, our stage setup is hilariously small, actually. Like the amount of gear, we have it pretty mobile because we decided years and years ago, and it actually came off the crux. I think it might have been off of an Australian tour that didn't actually happen, but we basically set up our entire live show to where we can pack it up into a handful of Pelican cases and then fly it all around the world because we didn't we wanted to be, I guess, more mobile and be able to be more conversational and reactive. If we put out some music and it resonates somewhere and they really want to see it live, we wanted to be able to sort of bring that to them without being tethered down by gigantic live rigs and A, B, and C rigs and freighting and everything else.
And all the people it takes to run that stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Truly,
we just wanted to have it be, simplify the rigs a little bit. And we also love the energy in the clubs like that. That's
Unmatched.
That's kind of the scene that we come from. We didn't, our bands when we were growing up, we didn't go see them in arenas and and big festival stages. Like we saw them in clubs. We went and sweated out in the audience, trying to grab the mic and crowd surfing and in the mosh pit and it's a very like visceral, synergetic feeling of being in the club with one of your favorite bands. And I think that's something that anytime we travel anywhere, really, we get excited for shows like that because the energy, like you were saying, it's unmatched. It's something it's so palpable and it's so like in your face. And our music really fits that vibe very well, And I think that it's something that we enjoy, that a lot of the times it'll be people's first time seeing our band too. And we love giving them that energy and having it be like, we're right there. You know what I mean? And like just melting their faces with our scathing riffs and jackhammer bass drums.
Oh, mate, you might get a 46-year-old guy like me out of mosh retirement as well. So
yes, love that. Love that. Absolutely. That's what it's all about though, man. And those are the kind of clubs, punk rock, hardcore clubs like that. That's what it's all about. That's where we cut our teeth, and we'll always play those till the day we can't play music anymore.
It's
physically.
There's such a joy when there's no barricade there sometimes, or even just playing on a floor show and having a crowd right there.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. You never get
we love that.
Never get an intensity and an energy from the crowd like that ever. So
absolutely, dude.
And
that's what it's all about.
Giving it straight back to them. I love it.
Yeah,
definitely.
Now going back to the record. So the record's dropping very soon. What would you think the emotional core for the record is?
That's a really good question. No, I think it's kind of all over the place. I mean, I think ultimately because we're a band that basically like we don't really set time aside to create records. We're always basically making music. I think for us, records are more snapshots in time for us. They're almost kind of like yearbooks. So I guess it's sort of whatever the story of the last couple of years. For me personally, it's becoming a dad. And I think, for each of the other guys, it's our own growth and lives and stories and everything just sort of interconnected. And it's sort of just that snapshot in time of the 12 or 13 months of songs that we'd written and then decided ended up, going on the record.
I think it shows with the music as well that it's real.
Definitely.
Really real. Yeah.
And it's the way we thank you. And I mean, the way we approach it is just it's song by song, and every song is the most important thing we're ever going to work on. And it's the most exciting thing that we're ever going to work on. And then we start working on something else. And that's actually the best song we've ever done. And, and the one that we're never going to get more excited about this is great. And then you come up with something else. And it's like, I don't know. We really love the process. And so we're always just enjoying, the discovery of what happens when you collaborate with like-minded people. And I've said, that it's sort of akin to, I would say it's akin to the videos you see of people with their little metal detectors on the beach and they're finding gold rings and watches. And it's sort of like every time we go out and do that, our metal detector gets better and the beach has more gold in it and we get more excited. So it's for us, collaboration feels an awful lot like that sound of ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
And ultimately, when you become in love with the process, you become in love with hearing that sound more than you love the gold that you find. But you inevitably end up finding more gold than the people who love gold, because if you love finding things, then you'll always keep looking, But people who love gold will,
get discouraged when they're not finding it or whatever. It's just
I love that
enjoy.
analogy. I love that analogy because for me, I don't make music for anybody else but myself. And the fact that other people enjoy it is just a massive bonus.
Truly. And that's the language. If you're true to your language, because music is the universal language, you will find your tribe for sure. The more contrived you make it, the more barriers there are for people to connect to it. At least I believe that.
No, yeah, I love that, and I'm finding out as I'm getting older that simplicity sometimes is so much better than trying to complicate things.
Oh
Totally,
yeah, it's
totally.
fun.
Yeah, it makes it more fun. It's about, and at this point in all of our lives, it should be about, is this bringing joy into my life?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, and maybe when you're younger, you put up with a lot more because you don't have the experience. But as we get older, as we mature, I feel like if things don't bring us joy, then why would we do them? You know what I
exactly,
mean? And the
exactly.
fact that all this does bring us joy is something that's amazing, and it's something that we will continue to chase as it's in our mind forever.
Yeah,
This is, we're lifers with this. We love this, and
it's,
it's a true testament that our fans enable us to do this. And because they listen to the band and because they connect with the music that we connect with first, that it ends up working out, and we get to play our music for people all over the world, man. It's seriously, it's such a gift, and we're so just so grateful to get to do that.
yeah. Well, that's awesome. And speaking of playing music, what are you most looking forward to playing to the Australian audiences with this new album drop?
Oh shucks. I don't know. I think just any of the new songs. Like I
Yeah.
said, they all kind of have their own flavor and their own moments, I think. And so I think it'll be exciting to see those moments live.
Nice. Well, we are really looking forward to it. Now, I always finish these up with a few quick fire questions. Some of them are easy to answer, some of them aren't. But the first one most bands struggle with for some reason. I can kind of understand it. But who is your favorite band or artist?
Mm, that's so hard.
Yeah, it is.
That's really
I'm
hard. I
a
don't
I'm
know.
a I'm gonna go like off rip. I gotta say Rage Against the Machine.
I love it.
That's a band of four musicians playing music together that can move hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people in an audience just with guitar, bass, drums, and vocals.
Yeah.
There's something raw and visceral about that band. And not only are their songs just groovy and kick ass, but they bring a lot of awareness and in their views and their lyrics, and it's just I think it's incredibly important to have a band and bands like that are just raw and visceral and in your face and just like no fucks given. You know what I mean? That they're
Yeah.
just up there and they're riffing and they're rocking, and that's that. You get what they're doing. You know what I mean? And there's no way for anybody to you can't. There's no discussion. They kick
No.
ass, like
And
just straight up. You
yeah,
know
and
what I
that
mean?
band that will sound the same in an arena and in a small club.
Yeah,
Yeah, amazing.
yeah.
Yep, I think I'm gonna go with Tool. That's probably mine.
Oh, mate, yeah, amazing
Another
band.
one, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, would love to see them live. They're actually just about to head out here, but I've got a gig on the same night they're playing. So
Oh
it's quite
no.
quite unfortunate, but what do you do? You
No,
go out and you rock out. So
Yeah.
that is
Hey,
it. That's it.
what's the name of your group?
we're called
I'd love to
Storm.
check it out.
Yeah, we're called Storm the Crown. We're like a
Sick.
early 2000s metalcore mixed with a bit
Cool.
of like modern mellow death.
Dope.
Sick.
So I
Are
came
you
up.
the singer?
I
Singer
am, yeah.
guitarist?
I'm the singer, I'm the vocalist, yeah. So I came up playing in my old bands with bands like I Killed the Prom Queen and Parkway Drive, and these were the local bands in the scene at the time 20 years ago when I started. So yeah,
Hell yeah.
I'm still doing the
Tight.
same sort of stuff, but with that, a bit of a modern mellow death influence in there now that I love. Yeah, so Storm the Crown, definitely, yeah, check it out. We've got a
Cool.
couple of
Yeah. Your
EPs
new
Hell
out.
yeah.
album, newer album, Ritual. We'll definitely check it out, man.
Ah, I love that. I love that. You've already, yeah, yeah, definitely check that out. Yeah.
Sick,
Yeah,
man.
that's awesome. I think the boys in the band will be very stoked on that as well. So, um,
Absolutely, dude.
all right, last question. What is blasting on your headphones right now that fans wouldn't expect?
Wouldn't
Ooh.
expect.
Now,
Good question.
For me, it's Prince. But people
Oh,
that know me know
nice.
I love Prince. He is one of my all-time favorite artists. That guy could shred on almost any instrument and wrote some amazing songs.
I gotta
I was just
say,
listening to
oh,
MF
yeah.
Doom,
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah,
and
sick.
I was listening to, and then Mad Villainy,
Yeah, sick.
Aesop
What a
Rock, a lot of
classic
hip hop.
album.
Yeah.
Um, I uh I recently got into this artist Fred again. I guess he's EDM, but I found him because he does like finger drumming and like
nice.
all of his stuff is like live performed and
That's cool.
live sampled, and like he samples stuff live, and I'm like a huge fan of sampling and kind of like I guess like I guess he does hip hop too, but like a lot of that stems from sample. Like, dude, MF Doom is a goat in the sampling for sure. But I don't know. I think it's really cool, and I saw that he had this recent art installation with his live show that looked like you're in a lightning storm underneath clouds or something like that.
Wow.
And I just think it's cool that like, artists like that can push boundaries and do cool things and perform them live. You hear like everyone's like, oh, DJs just press play and like, or press space bar or whatever. So I think it's really cool when I see like EDM artists and DJs do things in a live setting that is performing the music, and I think that's pretty cool. So he's an artist that I recently was turned on to by watching some videos that I saw on Instagram, and I've listened to the music now, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty sick.
That is awesome.
And the fact that I know that he's playing that stuff live is really cool.
Well, that's even better. And I love, there's a few guys on Instagram that I watch that do that sort of thing, that are just on the street making things up as they go and getting random people to sing on it and things like that.
Who's that guy on the he goes around New York?
Yeah, with the big
with
setup.
the big
yeah.
oh, what's his name? I
have no idea.
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno, yeah.
In the back of a Cadillac or something.
Yeah.
Mate, guys, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
It's
man.
been a really good time. Final shout out to the Australian fans. What can they expect before you hit the stages?
Oh, just a good time. I mean, honestly, it's like we were saying before, we're a band where we're very much connected with our fan base, and live music is all about the fan experience. We are fans first and foremost, and so just expect a good time of live music.
No,
Yep, we're gonna be bringing old songs, we're gonna be bringing new songs, and everything in between. We can't wait to come out there, and please check out our new album, Another Miracle, when it comes out, and get your tickets, because from what we hear, they're moving pretty quick. And if you want to catch Of Mice and Men with Crystal Lake, you better get them now at ofmicetickets.com.
Yeah, well, tickets go on sale on the 3rd for the general public. Pre-sales are on now. Shows Tuesday, the 5th of May, starting in Perth, then going through Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney, and finishing up on the 10th of May in Brisbane. Thank you so much, guys. I cannot wait to see you guys here in Adelaide myself, and it's going to be a great time.
Yes, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Anytime, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Now.